So my question to you is, I have noticed that people in Ireland are happy and healthy. So what would be your 3 secrets of a happy and healthy life here?
What I see now, I suppose, again, like as I say, if you're kind of content with your life, a lot of people get up in the morning, they want to be something else and they want to be great. That's lovely. That's a kind of, what would you say, that's a driving force. But I think after a while, it mellows and you kind of say to yourself, I've got a wife and I've got a family or whatever. And you kind of live in that kind of realm then. So you kind of you're happy with that.
To be content in your life.
Be content is really everything, and your health, of course, is very important. And part of that is exercise, you know what I mean?
Exercise.
Yeah, we were farmers, so we had land and we went everywhere. We'd be forking hay, pulling calves from cows, taking wines of hay and bales of hay and all that. So we were always active, so that's why, I suppose that's why it is. And my children as well play a lot of sport. So my own son now is going away up there tomorrow and Lean tonight. He's training, so that's how it is. You train 3 or 4 days.
With what you are,
what you have.
Exercise.
Yeah, exactly. Exercise. And another thing, and I'd nearly forgotten about it, prayer. Prayer because
do you think it's very important for anybody?
For me anyway. No, it was handed down to me. We were Catholics. It's handed down to me by my grandparents. I saw them, and my mother and father. And I felt that in times of despair maybe and trouble, I found great solace. With prayer. And look, didn't that I'm a saint now or anything? Jeez, far from it. Far from it.
Yeah.
Worse than a lot of people. But all I'd say is I
Somehow
did
it helps you.
Oh, it did. It
gave
me a lift. Oh, yeah,
And
and when you see, people that have dedicated their lives, for God and things like that, and I'd be too selfish. I wouldn't do that at all. But but at the same time, you'd have to hand it to them. How they can do it with only one life, as I say, and they dedicated to something that's out there, really. They haven't never met him either. But they're hoping that they will,
That's lovely. To summarize, I'd say to be content.
By content, yeah, definitely.
To exercise and to pray and be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful for what we have, Because sometimes, we're so... And I saw that during the Celtic Tiger in Ireland. People were shopping every day. I remember going on a Sunday, going down towards Harvey Norman's, and I was cycling my bike, and it was only about 12 o'clock, and the car park was absolutely full. And people just, you got a TV today, you wanted a recorder tomorrow, you wanted a camera the next day. But you know what, the problem was, it didn't fill the gap that's in here,
Right.
And I'd say when the Celtic Tiger blew up then, I think people reverted back to being centred and said, you know what, it was all a merry-go-round, they gained nothing out of it.
That's amazing. One last question.
No problem.
Especially it's relatable for our generation.
Oh, yeah.
We are on social media most of the time.
Sure, listen here.
What is your take on that?
I thought here one day they were on social media and they showed their breakfast in the morning what they had, and they showed 2 rashers and a sausage, and I was saying, Jesus,
they're not proud of it.
Oh, God almighty, I said to myself, Jesus lads, have you anything else to talk about? I mean, would they not meet for a coffee and have a chat rather than having everybody seeing what you ate for your breakfast? Do you know what I mean? And then another thing, what I saw was a lot of girls especially, and fellas now as well, they want their bodies perfectly right, because if they're not right, they're not happy with themselves, and there's a lot of despair there now, because if they're not happy with themselves, they're trying to get operations on the nose and this and that, and that to me...
It is influencing in a negative way, maybe.
They're not content with their own bodies.
Oh, yeah.
They want to be out there, they want to be like somebody else, and you know what, far away hills are green, they're better off with what they have. You know what I mean? So that's the story,
Yeah, get it. Thank you very much.
Jesus, great to see you. Bye.